The police trusted him. The families trusted him. The media called him a hero. But what none of them knew was that the man helping search for the bodies was the one who buried them. And by the time the truth came out, it was already too late. In today's video, you're going to hear the story of a serial killer so calculated, so patient, that he stood side by side with detectives, looked into the eyes of grieving families, and helped organize search parties, all while knowing exactly where the bodies were. But the most disturbing part isn't how he was killed. It's why nobody suspected him. And before you think, surely someone noticed something. No. Not his neighbors. Not his co-workers. Not even trained investigators. In fact, one detective later admitted, if he hadn't confessed, we would have never caught him. This story begins in a quiet town. The kind of place where people leave their doors unlocked. Children ride bikes until sunset. And everyone knows everyone. Crime was rare. Violence was almost unheard of. Which is exactly why no one noticed him. He was polite. Soft-spoken. Always willing to help. He volunteered. I attended community events. Smiled at everyone. People described him as reliable. Calm. The last person you'd ever suspect. And that was his greatest weapon. The first person went missing on an ordinary evening. No scream. No struggle. Every location he suggested was carefully chosen to be close. But never too close. He didn't kill out of rage. He didn't lose control. Everything was planned. He chose victims who wouldn't be immediately missed. People with unstable routines. People who trusted easily. And once he had them, he was calm. Almost clinical. Later, psychologists would say something chilling. He didn't see his victims as people. He saw them as problems to solve. And solving them gave him peace. As months passed, the disappearances increased. So did his involvement. The more people vanished, the more helpful he became. And that's when investigators made a mistake. They began to rely on him. One officer later admitted, we shared details with him we shouldn't have. Locations. Timelines. Suspicions. Information that allowed the killer to stay 3 steps ahead. But serial killers always make one mistake. Not because they're careless, but because they grow confident. And confidence leads to patterns. A volunteer noticed something strange. He always showed up first. Always stayed the longest. And never looked tired. And once, he corrected an officer about a detail he shouldn't have known. Police didn't arrest him. They watched him. They followed him. And what they discovered was a routine so normal. It was terrifying. Then one night, he broke his routine. He drove somewhere he never went before. A place already searched. A place believed to be empty. Police followed. Hidden beneath loose soil. They found the first body. Then another. And another. All within walking distance of where he had once helped search. When confronted, he didn't cry. He didn't deny it. He simply said, I was wondering when you'd figure it out. When asked why, he gave an answer that still chills investigators. He said he enjoyed being needed. Not for who he was, but for what he'd done. He attended the funeral, stood beside grieving parents, and listened as people thanked him for helping bring closure. To this day, detectives believe, if he hadn't wanted to be caught, he never would have been. So the real question is, how many more were there that we'll never know about?